The hearse treat them, but man, do you see him? It's like Grumpy Jenkins in there. He's about to throw his shoulder out.
What if the thing that kept you alive was also what was quietly breaking you? Vintage cars made him fascinated about repairing and reassuring of their style. By to millions, he was the man who could fix anything, but off camera, some things were falling apart beyond repair. This isn't just about cars. This is about a man named Bieri who gave machines a second chance while silently losing control of his own. The YouTube channel is Vice Grip Garage. The show was called Roadworthy, but the truth? It ran deeper than busted engines and barn finds. From grease-stained glory to silent breakdowns, from roadside legends to personal battles never filmed, this is the hidden cost of running on passion and running on empty. The man behind the wrench. Born in a small town in Minnesota, Bieri wasn't handed tools made of gold. He was raised in the grit of the rural Midwest, where hard work wasn't a virtue, it was survival. He spent his early years watching his family fix farm equipment with minimal tools, learning the value of make it work even when it shouldn't. He wasn't a trained engineer nor a professional mechanic. He was something far rarer, a believer that machines, like people, weren't meant to be thrown away just because they failed once. In 2018, that belief took the form of a YouTube channel, Vice Grip Garage. The idea? Rescue abandoned cars, fix them with limited tools, drive them home. No trailers, no backup, no excuses. Vice Grip Garage wasn't born in $1 million shop. It began in a dusty barn with a dirt floor. Derek didn't have lifts, assistants, or diagnostics computers, just old school instincts, calloused hands, and blind faith in carburetors. The world watched as he brought back to life forgotten cars from cornfields, barns, and junkyards, vehicles others had labeled beyond saving. His tools? A toolbox older than him, duct tape, and optimism. But beneath the entertainment, there was risk. The extra cars is tragedy in farm, tragedies on the road. Not all rescues were triumphs. In fact, some nearly turned deadly. While rescuing a '69 Camaro left in a shed for decades, a faulty brake system led Derek to nearly crash on a test drive. His voice cracked on camera, but he laughed it off. Later, fans noticed his shaking hands. Another time, a '72 Chevelle exploded into flames mid-start due to a leaky fuel line. Derek put it out himself, casually, but viewers didn't see the part where he stayed up all night wondering if this was the time he went too far. He once said in a live Q&A, "I smile on camera, but sometimes when the engine doesn't start, I question everything." Then there was the Dodge D100 build, the one he drove home with a seized rear axle. Hours on the highway, every mile a gamble. No chase vehicle, no insurance, just him and the machine. They say doing what you love never hurts. That's a lie. Derek's passion cost him sleep, peace, and at times his health. Constant exposure to fumes, physical exhaustion, and mental stress started showing. Friends noticed how he aged faster. Even his humor, always his armor, sometimes slipped. There were moments he disappeared from uploads for weeks. Fans speculated. What they didn't know, Derek had hit burnout. Creatively, physically, emotionally. Fixing broken cars was easy. Fixing a broken spirit, not so much. The family fuel. Through the rust and fire, one thing remained unshaken. Jessica Bieri. Derek's wife wasn't just a supportive partner. She was part of the engine that kept Vice Grip Garage running. She handled logistics, helped on camera, took care of their kids, and most importantly, grounded Derek when the pressure overwhelmed him. He once admitted, "If Jessica said stop, I'd stop. She's my brake system." In many ways, she was the quiet hero in the background of every rescue. Their children, too, appeared occasionally, curious, joyful, watching their father work miracles. But Derek often wondered, am I spending more time with dead machines than with my living blessings? Vice Grip Nation. Despite everything, Vice Grip Garage didn't just survive, it exploded. Millions subscribed. People from all walks of life, veterans, single mothers, teenagers, found inspiration in his struggle, humor, and humility. Fans didn't just watch for the builds, they watched because they saw a part of themselves in Derek. The worn-out dad who still dreams, the broke college kid fixing their first car, the retired mechanic who remembers his youth. Vice Grip Garage became more than a channel. It became therapy. But as the spotlight grew, so did the burden. Bigger expectations, bigger risks, more eyes, less margin for failure. In 2022, while filming roadworthy rescues for Motor Trend TV, Derek faced his biggest challenge: balancing passion with production. Schedules were tight. The pressure to entertain and rescue within hours wasn't just hard, it was soul-crushing. One episode, a rainstorm hit mid-rescue. Electricals failed. Derek lost his temper on camera, rare for someone so composed. That clip never made it to air. After the season, Derek went quiet. Behind the scenes, he questioned everything. Was this still fun? Or had the garage turned into a grind? Was he still rescuing cars? Or was he now the one who needed rescuing? Derek Bieri returned, not louder, but wiser. His videos slowed down, more personal stories, more moments with his kids, less performance, more presence. He realized the garage is not just a place to fix things, it's a place to remember who you are. Tragedy, in his story, was never about explosions or accidents. It was about how passion can break you if you forget to rest, and how love, family, and purpose, not views or virality, are what truly keep us going. Vice Grip Garage isn't perfect. Neither is Derek. But maybe that's the whole point. Because even the strongest engines break down, but with the right grip, they rise again. This was the story of Vice Grip Garage, a story not just of wrenches and wheels, but of wounds and willpower. Let me hear your views about Derek, and what are your opinions on his amazing content? Taste for more entertaining videos, like, share, and don't forget to subscribe the channel.